So raise your hand if you love to sell. Okay, it's kind of a trick question because in my experience, nobody really loves to sell because we equate selling with the experience we've had. Somebody senses we have a need and they try to get us to buy something. But that's not really the game that we're involved in at all. That's a recipe for getting clients that just aren't really even a good fit for you. If you want to stop selling, if you want to get away from the need to even have to convince somebody to buy from you, then you have to start understanding the customer journey. In fact, that's the thing that has changed really the most in marketing. It's not all the platforms and tools and channels, it's the way people buy. If you can understand the way people buy, if you can understand particularly the way your ideal client buys, you can actually guide them along a natural, logical path to where you will be considered pretty much the only choice for them. It's something that I developed years ago that I call the marketing hourglass. And my view is that there are 7 behaviors that every buyer wants to participate in. Those are know, like, trust, try, buy, repeat, and refer. We want to know companies. We want to like them. We certainly want to trust before we can buy. We love to experience or try them before we really have to commit. And then we want the buying experience to be high. We want to know that that's somebody we can just go back to over and over again, year after year, and have a great experience, so much so that they exceed our expectations to the level that we want to tell the world about them. We want to refer them to everyone that we know. Those are 7 behaviors that we have to understand and tap into and really build all of our marketing around. So many businesses stop at, no, here's who I am, here's what I sell, now let me come out and let you buy it. And the problem with that is that they don't like us yet. They don't trust us yet. They just don't know enough about how we can solve their problem. So you have to set up all of your marketing to understand what the problems are very early in the journey, and then you have to set up everything to create such a great experience after they become a client. And this is really the essence of marketing. So I want you to think about those 7 steps. You write these down. Know, like, trust, try, buy, repeat, and refer. Now think about your ideal client, and hopefully you know what that looks like. How would they come to know about a company like yours? Once they did, what would they do to kind of start saying, well, let's see if this is somebody I like? What would they do to measure your trust? What would it be like if they could experience the value that you bring through some sort of offering? And of course, what does the buying experience need to be so that you exceed their expectations, so they want to buy again and again, they want to stay with you year after year, and they want to refer their friends, neighbors, and colleagues? The best source of lead generation is a happy customer. If you can map out what you think your ideal client, you might not know exactly, but what you think that your ideal client would do to move along each of those stages, what would the questions they would have? Because they're different when they're just trying to figure out what their problem is, even than when they're trying to figure out, is this the right person to solve my problem? And you have to guide them to each of those steps so that when you're having that buying conversation, you're not selling them, you're just helping them understand the impact that working with you is going to have. And that is answered because you created content and campaigns and ways to educate them so that they could come to know, like, trust, try, and then eventually buy. So think about this idea of the marketing hourglass as you think about the initiatives and the priorities that you need to bring into your consulting practice.